Hello, I'm Alicia, and we're going to do Lifepath number 7 right now. I'm doing this whole little thing, a little numerology, characteristic personality slash mediumship reading, for each of the Lifepath numbers. Um, I don't know, something told me just to go ahead and do it, and, so anyhow, I'm going to go ahead and pray. Dear Lord God, please protect me with your white light of protection always. Please help me to clearly see, hear, feel, and know the messages I'm about to receive and give. My intention is to communicate with my spirit guides, with angels, with energy, and to do a mediumship tarot and oracle reading for people of the life path of number 7. Now, as I've stated before, this is mainly for people with the life path of number 7 or whatever number it is for, but we each hold some type of personality trait or characteristic from all the other ones, as we also do from, like, the different astrological signs. Same thing with life path numbers, but it's just whatever your life path number is, these are the ones that are strongest or more prevalent in your life. Okay. So throughout these, first I start off by because I kind of write things down and kind of prepare a little bit beforehand when it comes to the characteristics and personalities. But I'll be channeling throughout and giving readings throughout, and then once I'm done with that, the characteristics and personality types, and then I will go into the the tarot and the cards, whatever I'm feeling called to. None of them are exactly the same. We're not getting the same number of cards for each one. It's just whatever God is leading me to do and to bring out during that day. So, all right, life path number 7. And I know I already did this before, but like I said, I felt like I would do it again. So today I might be posting a couple of these, 7 and 8. So, but for number 7, it's considered the heptad, which means mystery and wisdom. Okay, it's the number of knowledge, self-discipline, mystery and fate, great wisdom, conviction. Conviction to stand by your ideas, and life path number 7s are very resilient. All right. The heptagon, all right. People with life path number 7, the shape of it is the heptagon, all right. The days of the month, that are best for life path number 7s are the 7th, 16th, and the 25th. Okay. Character influences for life path number 7s are philosophy, wisdom, and imagination. Small concerns are not of interest to you. You love mysteries of the world and beyond. Generally, we're ahead of our time. We're considered old souls. Those that have been here, several times before. Like I said, usually very intelligent, highly knowledgeable of, things now and beyond our time, So, we know how to endure the pain of being rejected and misunderstood, and can contribute to society through knowledge that we have acquired. And I keep saying we because my life path is number 7. So, all right, you stand by your beliefs. You naturally recharge best in your own company with being alone, like in meditation and grounding and things of that nature. Our shadow character is being overcritical, neglecting friendships, and impracticality. Okay. Advice for life path number 7s is focus on putting your knowledge into practice and manifest your ideas. All right. Life path number 7s, we are generally great manifestors, because we believe in our thoughts and ideas, you know what I mean? And we believe in the things that we learn and the things that we know, and are just easily to manifest things. I think because we do have faith, Okay, more on with more character and personality traits of life path number 7. We're usually pretty psychic, almost mystical. We know that there's something else beyond the so-called reality of this world. Okay. kind of daydreamy, intuitive, sometimes refuse to trust our intuition, but use it because it is a precious gift, okay? Like I've stated before in readings, I have been at fault for not going, with my gut, with my intuition, and ended up blowing up in my face, so let's just, I'm not just sevens, but everybody, just always use your intuition, and go with it. Go with it. They always say your first gut instinct is generally right. So if you got a good feeling and think, oh, hey, I should do this, or hey, I shouldn't do this, then go with that. Okay. Key potential: work in music, the arts, or healing, or be creative with your psychic gifts. Okay. What am I doing? Okay. We're a bit of dreamers. We spend a lot of time alone, and others find it difficult to get close to us. We're romantic, but find it hard to maintain long term relationships as we need our own space too. Okay. We need a partner who will give us the time to dream and accept our changeable nature. We secretly want to be gurus, healers, or psychic. We know deep down that we have a powerful intuition and psychic connection to people and the world. We liberate our psychic senses to help us follow up the goals of our destiny number, life path number. Other people find it difficult to work you out and often get lost. We often get lost in thought, okay? Sometimes we lose track of time and place and are late for dates. So admirers find you seductive and elusive, but often can't be sure if they can trust you or not. Some people might take us as wishy-washy, but we're really not. We're really not. All right, let's see. Now for those that are into energy and the flow lines and things like that. The flow lines of number 7 are personalities. We're the intellectual seeker, okay? Consider the intellectual seeker. All right. Flow lines of the number 7. Again, its gender is masculine and is considered intuitive, all right? Characteristics: spiritual, analytical, and stillness. All right, now the behaviors of flow lines of number 7 are constructive behaviors: having a peaceful nature, being spiritually motivated, loving analysis, science, medicine, and research, having refinement, being elegant and poised, being enigmatic, still and silent, and having wisdom. Okay? Non-engaging behaviors: being cold and aloof, exhibiting high-strung nervousness, showing irritability, self-doubting, undercutting sarcasm, acting confused and erratic. Now, destructive behaviors of the flow lines of number 7 are creating turbulence and confusion, showing great weakness to sensation, sometimes cheating others, expressing true malice, and being devoured by darkness at times, and that doesn't necessarily mean evil. That can, mean just like depression and, just feeling as if there's no way out, so let's not get sucked down in, to that, into that darkness. If we feel like, we're getting sucked down into that depression and negativity, let's just pray upon it and to make it out. Okay, now for, the soul essence of the flow line of number 7, we are the most enigmatic or least knowable of the numbers. This essence is always alone within an involved and evolved relationship in his or her inner world of science, philosophy, and other pursuits of the intellect. It is this relationship that is the 7 soul essences' primary relationship. Learning to love oneself, and source, which is God. Because this inner world is the 7 soul essence, he or she is inclined to perform his or her life becoming a living example of the scientist, the philosopher, the doctor, instead of just being a human being, being one that is a voice, a speaker, one to speak out and help with healing the world. Okay, the 7 is so deeply engaged with the world, possibilities conceived in the mental, that it is easy to become the embodiment of them, filled with wisdom, but too interrelated to be easily skilled socially. The 7 essence can give to others vast, intrinsic, and valuable wisdom and be more aligned with the wisdom of the people. All right. Our possible behaviors, we can be moved by intellectual inquiry. We go for the bottom line, and sometimes can be a loner. All right, sometimes can be a loner. All right. The natural talent for the flow lines of number 7. We are the mysterious one. We hold the keys to the intelligent way. We are the restless seeker. We can withstand public pressure and unpopularity. All right, we march to the beat of our own drum. That is very, very true. We are excellent at seeing out the underside of the issue. We can excel at doing the job well and taking the heat if need be. You shine in pursuits like the following: judge, lawmaker, policy planner, lawyer, mystery writer, banking, financial management, FBI agent, highly skilled accountant, artist who works with detail and excellence, teaching of anything, philosophical. Okay. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. All right, let me see here. That's it on that. That is it for the characteristics and personality types of the flow line and life path number 7. Okay. Life path number 7. Now we're going to go ahead and dive into the cards here. All right. Again, dear Lord God, please protect me with your white light of protection. Please help me to clearly see, hear, feel, and know the messages I'm about to receive and give. My intention is to communicate with spirit, with my spirit guides, with angels, with energy, and to do a tarot oracle reading for people with the life path of number 7. And like I've stated before, even if your life path is not number 7, if, you're watching this and things resonate with you, that's great, And again, for all those that are watching, all my readings are timeless. They could be past, present, future, deal with you, somebody close to you, maybe somebody you haven't met yet. Okay. So let's see. All right. What do we want to tell people with the life path of number 7 today? Okay, this is for today. We have the 4 of Swords here. 4 of Swords. And they're saying this is going to be a quick one, since I did one the other day for life path, number 7s. And that's what I started with. And I originally did that because, like I said, I was a life path number 7 and something told me to go ahead and do it. So we have the 4 of Swords here. And, okay. This is about a recovery period in the, okay. It asks you to relax, calm your mind, and engage in introspection. So, going within, sitting back and thinking and trying to figure things out, all right? If you feel stressed or anxious, meditation and sleep are encouraged. Letting yourself rest creates space within your mind to receive ideas and intuitive messages that lead to solutions. During this time, you can also focus on self-reflection, breath work, and other modalities that calm the nervous system, okay? I had a lot of dreams last night, and I know I've been talking lately, when I've been giving my readings, a lot about dreams and, trying to let you guys know to pay attention, to your dreams. I can remember several dreams. Originally, I woke up at 12:30, and I thought it was time to wake up, already this morning, but it was only 12:30 a.m., and so that is of significance. I'm going to have to look up what that means later. 12:30 and then 5:30 this morning is when I woke up. And so I'm going to look into that and see what that means, those times for dreams. I was seeing the symbol because I'm being told, to channel this, what I was dreaming about. For some reason, there was a family member of mine standing there. I can't remember the background, but they were holding like, I don't want to say like a postboard, but like a little piece of cardboard or a little something. I remember that was white. almost like a sign, but the only thing on it was the letter S. Okay, the letter S. And we're going to pause for a moment. I'm going to pause this for a moment because I'm being told, to look into this and then let you guys know about this, because this has to do, I guess, with you guys too. So give me 2 seconds. Hold on. Okay, I'm back. And because I did look up, I do have one little like dream book, but of meanings, and I cannot find in it, anything about like big letters, or like a sign with a letter on it, for any type of the letters, but I did, find something that said something about large numbers in letters appearing in your dream are often indicative of a restless mind and anxious thoughts concerning finance, and maybe time for a well-earned break. So that goes back with, the number 4 here with needing to rest and relax and connect our thoughts. Okay. Of course, number 7, anyone with the number 7, it corresponds to your spiritual development. Like the number 3, it symbolizes completeness. Okay. The other day when I was giving it, a message, I was talking about the dream I'd had, about seeing the blue sky and then the clouds, and then I saw like space basically with all the stars and things like that, and then I saw angels, some with wings, some with not, and some standing there, like in a prayer position and things of that nature, and then I saw like this rope, and then like a woman, like, first before it, well, at the beginning, she was like climbing up this rope and, up into the sky. And then first it was blue with the clouds, and then it was, space. And then there were all these angels and whatnot, and people standing around, and angels and some were praying and some were singing. So anyhow, in correspondence with that dream, I figured, well, we'll look up and what that meant. So if anyone ever dreams of anything like that, just from this little book here. Okay, number 1, a rope. If a rope features in your dream, it symbolizes connections and responsibilities. You may be experiencing a conflict between family or career. And that is so crazy because last week, there was conflicts with me and family member. And I've been, kind of struggling with work, but I did start something yesterday and door dashing. So yeah, go me, and I actually did really, really well yesterday. So that was great and amazing, and to be able to do that. So, getting some money in. Excuse me. Okay, and then for climbing, this says for climbing. Now these are just short little things for each of the little symbolism things in our dream when we dream, or for the dream that I had. Okay, climbing. It could be to the top of a mountain or somewhere else. It shows that you will overcome whatever hinders your quest for excellence. Failure to reach the top may indicate that you are climbing the wrong mountain. Well, I didn't fail to reach the top of anything, because I was climbing up. Like, I assume it was me. It was a woman. I don't know, climbing up. It was weird because she was kind of like glowing in a sense, and that's what I said, and I could just see like climbing up this rope, and it was like almost up through the ceiling, and then as she went up through the ceiling, then she was up in the sky, which was blue with the clouds, and then kept going up into space, and this was actually a real dream that I had. So, but I didn't fail to make, I mean, I made it up through to somewhere. So anyway, again, and then I stated that, once I was wherever, and, I saw, some angels, some not people, but some were standing there, in a prayer position, praying. So then the symbolism of praying in a dream, to pray in a dream is to seek support for a problem that seems beyond your powers. Approach the matter with self-belief and commitment, and you will succeed. As I state in every single, reading about prayer and meditation, and just asking, seek and you shall find. And I'm sorry that I look kind of woo, I get up, and then I got up at 5:30 this morning. It's because I fell asleep so early last night. But anyhow, so yeah, I'm, I'm on here with just getting up, but that's okay. And then I also talked about how, there were people that were applauding and cheering, some were in a prayer position and some were cheering and applauding and yay and happy and clapping. So then on clapping expresses your own need for praise and approval. Do not seek the affirmation of others as a solution to every problem. Okay. Next, angels, to see angels. It corresponds to your search for a guiding influence, secular or spiritual. You must convince yourself with fundamental reasons of the suitability of a forthcoming project. Okay? So what is it that we really want to do, or I want to do, since this was my dream? But like I said, a lot of times I will have dreams, I guess they're considered premonitions, and not, I guess, they're premonitions, I dream things and then they come true. So in a sense, and like I try to tell you guys, not just pay attention to the people in the dream, but all of the symbolism, all the little things that are going on throughout, the colors, letters, numbers, symbols, things in the background, not just the people. Because honestly, say sometimes, okay, say you have like a brother, okay, and in your dream, your actual brother, shows up and say, it's showing him like driving a car or something, and then maybe like, running through a red light. Okay, well, just because you're seeing your brother driving a car going through that red light doesn't necessarily mean all the time that would be, about your actual brother. A lot of times when they put certain people that you can recognize in your dream, it's because that's somebody that you can relate with, so that's why they're using that person in your dream, so you can relate, to the dream a little bit better, instead of, maybe seeing someone that you don't know or, have never met, and unless there's a reason for the person you've never met in that dream. But usually if you see someone that you know of in your dream, it's because you can relate to that person better, and it's going to help you better understand the dream. Okay. But then, all right, we already did the angels. And then also in my dream, I had what? It was celebration. They were clapping and cheering and stuff. Participation in a religious celebration in a dream. I don't know if it was religious, but it's an invitation to enjoy the beauty of creation and human fellowship and to be released from need. Okay. So, that could be, released from a need of having to find myself in my spirituality, in my faith. I believe I found it. And maybe that's what they were celebrating, my newfound faith and, belief and the message that I'm getting out there. I believe, that's what they were celebrating, celebrating my new life and with, coming into myself in God. So that's what I'm channeling that as. All right, let's see. We have, and then we also had in my dream, what was it? There was also a ladder. I told you there was the rope, and then once I got up there was a ladder. And a ladder is an aspirational symbol of ascent or spiritual initiation. Ooh. If you feel threatened from all sides, keep moving towards your goal, and you will rise above your antagonist. So anyone that's trying to get in your way, just like climbing up the mountain, climbing up the rope, climbing up the ladder, it's, the ladder of success. It's the ladder of reaching your goal, and just like, originally it was climbing up the rope, and then I saw the ladder, up in the heavens, is what I'm going to call it, up in the universe, up in the heavens, up in the sky, the clouds, and then, like I said, up out in the universe where the stars were, there's all these people and angels and clapping and cheering, and, and then there's a ladder just going up, and it's like, it's keep climbing, keep going for my dreams, our dreams, in order to reach our goals, don't let anyone knock us down. Like I said, that dream I had, and that was my dream. And it was very vivid, and I can remember it, and that's exactly what it was. And so, like, if you can remember your dreams, try to remember each little part, like we just did, and break down each little part of it, because each little part means something and symbolizes something. Okay? So again, that was the explanation of the dream that I had the other day. I will try to look into what the letter S means. If anyone knows, shoot me a message, in the comments or whatever. But okay, back to Life Path number 7s. Do we need another tarot card here for the Life Path of number 7s? Okay, what do we need to know today? All right. All right. Ooh, 10 of Pentacles. 10 of Pentacles. Very good card. Very good card here. All right. 10 of Pentacles. Very good card. Let's get to that. And that is represents love within the family that is most supportive in your life, though that may not be your family of origin. Okay. What I've learned is family is not always blood, with me coming into my own and, starting to go to church and all my meetings and stuff like that. This is, I'm not dissing or shoving aside, my actual blood family, but these people are becoming and are my newfound family. These are the people that I feel, comfortable with, and my aunt and I, are beginning to, talk back and forth and stuff like that. And I really love, that support that she's giving me. So I really appreciate that. Really appreciate that. Okay, because we all need support. We all need support. And, all right, focus on spending time with the people you love and creating a network of prosperity that will give generously to those in need. See? Yeah. All right. This may be an inheritance for you. Ooh, come on, 7s. All right. Or it may mean that you're beginning to set aside funds that will benefit your children, your aging relatives, or partners. Oh my gosh, see, look, I just started doing a little bit of work on the side yesterday. And yeah, the door dashing and stuff. And so that's like great and wonderful, because I had this whole issue. And I will put it out there, with child support. And I was like freaking out, because yes, I told you guys I was locked up for a while. And of course, they still keep it going, and it's like, oh my gosh, how do they expect you to pay it if you're locked up? So anyhow, it's not about not paying it, because I want to take responsibility, but I don't want to go back to jail. Like I said, in the past 2 years, I spent a year and a half of it locked up. So that is not one place I want to go back again, I'm just trying to do my best to stay out of there. So I was so happy and grateful, to be able to go out. And I will say this, if any of you know me, I'm being honest, I can't do it under my name. So I'm doing it under somebody else's. And so we're doing it together, we'll put it that way. And I'm just being honest, because they do a background check and stuff like that. And of course, my, mine is not the greatest. So anyhow, but at least with this person helping me, I am able, to do this and to make some money. So thank you. So I can pay my child support and get stuff together and, get my life in order just little bits at a time. Because at least with a little bit of money, coming in, then, then I can still do this also, and so it's just really great. But I did really well yesterday. I did really, really well, extremely well. So yay, go me, getting it out there. And people are like, oh my gosh, why is she saying that? Because, you got to be honest, I'm not able to do it, on my own. So, I'm glad that person stepped in and is helping me. So enjoy the present while planning for this prosperous future. So 7s, yes, we are going to come into prosperity, abundance, richness, and wealthiness, both internally and in the material realm. Okay. Career and money. You're considering starting or entering a family business and you have the support of your family and plenty of resources. You may be entering into a partnership with close friends. Generosity and support are being extended towards you, or you may be offering these things to someone else in the workplace. Okay, buying a home or inheriting property or money are all current possibilities. You're also seeing overt generosity from your family or important members of your social circle. Yay, go us, okay? People that are extending a hand, wanting to help because they see us, doing well and doing good. And that is going to be, most appreciative. I've had a couple people, kind of stepping up and kind of networking, for me, and trying to put a word in and trying to do this and that for me, so I can kind of get a start, with myself and in my own business and doing, what I would love to do, which is this. And giving my readings and healing and helping people. And I did have artwork, and I did paint, if you guys had noticed before, because I had posted my paintings on Facebook about a year or so ago. And I'm not going to get into what happened with those, but those ended up being taken from me. I'm just going to be honest about it. So and that was not a very nice thing to do, but certain people took it upon themselves to take my artwork and throw them out. And 2 years worth of my work just thrown in the trash, because I'm just going to stop at that, But anyhow, I was smart enough and used my intuition prior to all of that happening to take pictures of all of my paintings. So I still have pictures of every single one of my paintings, and so I can make prints of them, and whatnot. But so, I would like to be able to get in, to a business of, like I said, I want to have a wellness center. I want to have a place where, we can go and heal, and in a holistic, manner, and alternative type medicine, meaning herbs, and plants and crystals and gemstones, and having like, all different types of stuff. I'm not going to go into it all because people are really good at stealing people's ideas and taking them and using them for something else, and for their own. And I'm not going to have that happen. I do also have all these ideas and stuff too. And I tried to go to this company, I guess they're called Davison or something. And I have this really great idea. And, they had come at me at a point, to try to help me, basically, because they've been all over the TV, and they're the ones that help with getting these as seen on TV, products out there in stores and stuff like that. And you have the idea, they help you patent it, and they do a lot of the legwork for you, but then you can go and they help you get your product or idea out there. So this other product and idea that I have, this started back in 2021 when I was with Brady, and that's my ex, the one that's in prison. And so anyhow, Brady and I, we got together and collaborated, and I told him about this idea, and he was like, okay. And he was with me, and, I had these interviews with the people from Davison and stuff like that, but basically, and it's not a scam, you have to pay them to do the legwork. You have to pay for the patent, but at that time, I didn't have any money, and we didn't have the money to do it. And I didn't have anyone helping me or anything like that. So, all in all, and I am being honest about this, I didn't get to do it. I think somebody tried to spin off my idea and try to get something similar to that out there. But I will just say this, that idea did not pan out or go through. That product did not go through, and has not been doing very well. And I don't wish ill intentions on anyone, but in a sense, and I will say this, I do believe in karma, and I do believe in, if people are stealing other people's ideas and thoughts and not going about things in the right manner and the way that they're supposed to be done and presented, then that just falls back on them, and I'm sorry that idea did not work out, but, that is the product of stealing of other people's ideas and thoughts and things like that, and not going about it in the right way, because there is a certain way that my idea and product has to be gone about. And with all my ideas and plans, at least now I can start to save and maybe get a hold of these people again and have my ideas and thoughts and products, patented, and get them out there, and then I can share them, and then in turn, be able to do this whole all together, this whole wellness center, because my end goal is to help heal people and help people, in every sense of the word, and just in a divine manner, in a natural manner, holistic manner, and bringing it back to the basics, and having my wellness center and retreat, and having, like I said, art therapy, music therapy, and things like that, crystal and gemstone therapy, and healing and energy healing, and having my messages get out there as healing, and be able to speak to the world and just be a voice, and get the messages out that God intends to get out there, to bring us back to oneness and into love, and to help each other and be kind to one another and love one another, to make this world a better place. And it all starts with one person, and each one person gets a message out and to somebody else, and then that person gets a message out to somebody else. And like I've stated before, it is a ripple effect, and in turn, like I said, prosperity and abundance and richness and wealthiness all starts within here. And even my messages are all a part of prosperity and abundance and richness and wealthiness. And then the materialistic, the monetary prosperity, abundance, richness, and wellness will come in turn, because God sees the good I'm doing, the good that Life Path number 7s are doing. 7 is a very divine number, and I believe a lot of us are in, like I said, very philosophical, and working with our intuition and our prophetic abilities and psychic abilities, and being able just to help others, and in the healing abilities, because 7s are like I said, are very divine, into the psychic things, the the psychic arts, the prophetic arts, the healing arts, and things like that. And all of those in turn, are to help other people, okay, to help all of humanity. And that is the end goal, to get all of humanity to come together and conform, and not to this robotic way that society has become and conformed us all to be, and no, we have to go back to what God has intended everything to be, and for what God intended everybody to know and share, and that is to live, through Him and by Him, and do that in a way of love, okay. We're gonna move on. Okay, we're done with the tarot. They said that's it on the tarot. All right, next, okay, with our Healing Spirits Oracle for Life Path number 7s, okay? Healing Spirits Oracle for Life Path number 7s. All right, Spirit, what do we want Life Path number 7s to know today? All right, Life Path number 7s to know today. And again, everything that comes out of my mouth is channeled. I'm channeling from the moment I hit record on here, so everything that comes out of my mouth is a message that is needed to be heard. All right. First one, your soul will find those you are meant to experience life with. Okay, and just like we stated a minute ago, about your family not always being blood, and finding new family and friends, through social circles and means like that, your soul will find those you are meant to experience life with, and those are not always blood relatives or of blood, and like I said, I'm finding a newfound family through church and through meetings and stuff like that, and that's great and wonderful. People are put in your path and in your life for a reason. And I stated the other day, I don't believe it's just a blessing or a lesson. It's always both. That is my belief, that it is always both, okay? It says you're never alone in this world or the universe itself, even if you feel that you are waiting for another person to come into your life to complete you. I believe that no one actually essentially completes you. We can complement each other, but I don't believe it's a completion, because we have to learn how to love ourselves and be able to complete ourselves. Other people can help complement us, to help in the aid of helping us feel whole, but no other one person, in my belief, can make us feel whole. We have to learn how to do that, because only God, can make us whole, in my opinion, okay? That's just my opinion. The The wise old spirit sages are reminding you that the human journey is short and impermanent compared with your spirit life. See, yes, you know, um, as we learn, when we pass away here, our physical body dies, but our soul lives on forever and ever. That's why I try to tell you guys, our time here on earth as human beings is just a small blip in our whole entire existence. Yes, our physical body, we may shed that, but then our soul goes on to different dimensions, to different lives, to different things. We keep going on and on and on, to eternal life forever and ever. Forever and ever. Our soul and our spirit never ever dies. Okay, when you find contentment in yourself, a light will shine in the universe, and it will be noticed by those who are naturally attracted to you. Be at peace with yourself now, and the right connections will join you soon. Remember, on your spiritual journey through each life, or though each life, many individuals will cross your path, some good for you and others bringing difficulties for you to overcome. See, those lessons, those lessons bring blessings. This part of your journey is about lessons, not right or wrong. See, look closely at the people you have attracted thus far and learn to accept your life lessons and grow because of them. What did I say? What did I say? Okay. All right. And next we have, and this is one thing I tell you guys all the time: pray, meditate, and what do I ask you to do? Ask and you shall receive, right? Okay. Our next one was ask your spirit guides. Ask God, ask angels, spirit guides. Ask them. Okay. Ask them. That is their job. That is their job to step in and help. You just have to ask. Okay. When your head becomes too full of information and no answers come to mind, it is time to be still and tune in to your guide. All right, what was the Four of Swords about? Sitting back, relaxing, and reflecting. Okay, and now this comes. Ask your spirit guides. And what does this say? When you become too full of information and no answers come to mind, it's time to be still and tune in to your guides. Okay, find a moment when you can relax your body and quieten your mind. Then you will hear answers from your spirit guides. Even when your head is overfull with thoughts, your guides will still speak, this time to your heart, and you will receive a feeling that will let you know, that is your intuition, okay, your inner knowing, that your guide has answered your call. You can ask your guide anything. Ask anything, and if you feel like you're not getting the answers or you're still unsure, that's when you can say, okay, please, and just be more clear. Show me a sign, tell me, give me a voice that I can hear, so I know that it is you, let me see something in a dream so I know it's you, I need a clear sign, show me something, let me see repeating things over and over so I know that that is my answer. Okay, next we have, or lastly, your path may be bumpy, but this will alter soon. Okay, 29. Yes, we all have mountains to climb up, ladders, ropes, to climb up, and things to go over and go through. But our end result will be great. Our end result will be great. All right. All human life must know highs and lows in order to grow. Life may appear difficult at times, but this is the part of the bigger plan, and now is the time to stop and ponder, as big decisions should be avoided when the mind is clouded by indecision and the path ahead seems blocked. The wise spirit sages teach caution and patience when the road isn't smooth, and also remind us that laws are followed by highs and questions by answers. The answers are often the signs that show you when to take the next step at the crossroads and which direction to take. Nothing much can come from rushing. It's best to wait for a while before pushing forward with your plans. Again, with the being patient and sitting and relaxing, and figuring things out. That's why I keep saying, excuse me, I itch. Dreams, pay attention to them, pay attention to everything. Those are the signs. Me seeing, the rope with the woman climbing up, me seeing the ladder just going up, you know what I mean? With no end in sight, to me, that is a sign of, endless possibilities, and just going up and going up into, something that's going to be ongoing is what I'm hearing. Something that is going to be ongoing. You know, there is no stopping me. There is no stopping us Life Path 7s. You know, this dream that I have, I just heard continuous, and I heard goals, 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 no end in sight, but meaning with no end in sight. That means nobody can stop us. Nobody can stop us. We are at a point in our life, and this is all about spiritual awakenings and spiritual journeys, you know, and even the dream, spiritual awakening, spiritual journey, they're clapping, you know, angels and people and our loved ones and those that I'm seeing, and just climbing up the rope and seeing the ladder and going, you know, through the sky and the clouds, and then being out into the universe. You know, possibilities are endless. Possibilities are endless is what I'm hearing. And I'm hearing go, 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 you know, again with the cheerleading and the yay and the praise and the clapping and just being. And that's what I heard. Just being. Just be you is what I heard. All right, 7s, just be you. Be ourselves. And everything will work out, you know, for the better. Be yourself. Don't be afraid to be you. You know, let's not. And I am so proud of myself. And you guys need to be proud of yourselves too, because if you're coming into your own, you know, as I am now, and oh my gosh, each day it is getting easier and easier and easier for me to just brush stuff off, you know, being positive. Positive prosperity. Positivity brings prosperity is what I just heard. Positivity brings prosperity. All right, we are done with the Healing Spirits Oracle on that. All right, next, real quick here, let's do Daily Crystal Inspiration. Daily Crystal Inspiration Oracle card. We're going to do that. All right, spirits, let's clear out the cards here. What next? What for Life Path 7s? Ooh, hello. All right, here we go. 3 of them came out. All right. First, we have, let's move that. We have our smoky quartz. These are for Life Path number 7s. It says, let it go. See, that's all about that, you know, positive prosperity. Let it go. Because if we're holding on, you know, to resentments and things like that. And what did I just say a second ago? I'm learning how to just, you know, let stuff roll off. And then here we come with smoky quartz, with letting things go. You know, we can't be positive and happy and move forward in our life if we just keep holding on to things. Right? Okay, smoky quartz. Yeah, these are in alphabetical order. It's like, okay. Alrighty, the past is the past, right? Leave it there. Rather than looking back and letting history define you, make a conscious effort to keep your eyes forward and live your fullest life today. By dwelling on what did happen or could have happened, or on the should haves or could haves, you might miss your moment and all the opportunities that the present holds for you. When I talked about, you know, about 5-10 minutes ago, you know, about my paintings and stuff like that. Yes, that did happen. It just happened at the end of, or the beginning of 2023. And yes, that is considered the past. But you know, the positive side of that is that the fact that I took pictures of every single one of my paintings, and I can have them printed out again, you know, or, you know, they won't be the original, so to say, but I could have them printed onto canvas, you know, those that can come into money. But you know, I can just start small by doing just a few of them here and there, or you know, picking out the ones that I best like and doing a couple of them at a time, and then start to sell them, you know, in that way. So you know, because some of my paintings, I believe were very cool, and I will put this out there too. You know, with me channeling and being a medium, because I never painted a day in my life. I cannot draw, you know, I just paint. And when I started painting, at first I didn't use a paintbrush. I just used a sponge, and I would be going in a circle or just dabbing, and because I was channeling. And so I will explain this to you guys. My pictures, my paintings were messages, you know, not just looking at the actual painting or picture. You know, you have to look more in depth to the painting and pictures. You know, there were messages inside of my paintings. meaning there were pictures in the picture, you know, in each of my painting was a message, because it was a channeled message. And because I would almost like be in a trance, and I would, you know, and some of my paintings, you know, some are very beautiful and things came out. And you know, I would do one time, and it was, you know, odd, because about 6 months later I would do one that almost looked similar to the one I had done. And you know, there was this point where some of my paintings, there were like, you know, two that went together, and then one, it was almost like it was a series, you know, so to say, of paintings that fit together like a puzzle to make one bigger picture, because that's how it was supposed to be. Even though I didn't do them all together or in a row, that's not how it was supposed to come out. You know, just like, you know, with my readings doing this, I say they're timeless. Okay, well, my paintings were timeless. You know, I did one, you know, 1 week, and then 3 months later did another, but it went with that one. And it, you know, and then 2 weeks later did one that fit with them too, you know, and you fit it together like a puzzle. And it's like, okay, these go together. Why? Because it's supposed to fit together like a puzzle to mean something. You know, those smaller paintings fit together to make one bigger painting, to make one bigger message. So the smaller messages, the smaller pictures, the smaller messages, you know, those all meant something. And then each put together made one bigger message, you know, to mean something also. So, you know, with letting it go, forgiving the people, you know, that ended up getting rid of my paintings, okay, you know, forgiveness is there, you know, but I am allowed to speak on what happened. And but good will come from that too. Good will, on my end, good will come from that too. Okay, every day is a fresh chance to move on and write your story the way you want it told. Instead of getting stuck on a replay of the past, take the lessons learned and use the here and now to create the next chapter for your future. And that's what I just simply stated. You know, with me taking pictures of every single one of my paintings, there have been crystals and gemstones of mine that have been taken and kept, and you know, by people. And I too, you know, I labeled things and took pictures of, and there was reasons for me doing this. People thought, oh, what's wrong with her? You know, she's taking pictures. Yeah, there was a reason as to why I was taking pictures of my paintings and of my crystals, my gemstones, of things that I had. Everything that I ended up subsequently taking pictures of are things that ended up being taken from me and stolen from me and kept from me. And it's okay, because now I have, you know, documentation of everything that was taken. And I've read in the Bible, you know, things that are stolen from you, you're not supposed to ask back, you know, and I'm not doing that. But I know, and I have, you know, reference to now of the crystals and gemstones that were taken from me, and you know, that I need to gain back and attain back, not from those people, but, you know, acquire again. And and same thing with the paintings. You know, I have documentation of the paintings, you know, and that I can, you know, make prints of, and things like that, you know. So everything's going to work out, all right? Core questions for the smoky quartz. What experiences from the past do you dwell on? Apparently those, you know, those were things, you know, because it was hurtful, it was my work, and things that dealt with my healing and helping of me and healing of myself, you know, things like that were taken from me. And how would you act and feel in this in the present without the weight of those emotions? I'm feeling a lot better in forgiving those that have done these things to me, you know. It is, and me seeing the silver lining and the lessons learned and the things that I can do, you know, in order to learn from that experience and to gain my own. You know, I know now, you know, you don't do that to other people, and I won't do that. You know, you don't do that. You know, I have done some things in my past, you know, that I'm not proud of, you know, when I was in my addiction and years ago, and it still kind of haunts me here to this day, you know. You know, some say, well, maybe that was karma, you know, with me doing things to others, but and maybe it was, you know, and I learned a lesson, but that doesn't make it right for me to have done that to others and for others to do that to me. But it is a lesson learned, but I can gain from that, you know, and see the silver lining that I can still, you know, have a new perspective and outlook on things. Okay, our crystal affirmation: my power is in the present. I leave the past in the past. Today, every time a storyline from the past comes up, recite this mantra. So we're going to say it again. My power is in the present. I leave the past in the past. My power is in the present. I leave my past in the past. All right. Recite that daily. My power is in the present. Leave the past in the past. All right. And one of my best and most favorite crystal or gemstones, crystals, is the selenite. All right. And this one is the clear the clutter, again, with leaving the past in the past. All right, clearing the clutter, clearing the clutter. Eminem. So tonight I'm cleaning out my closet. I love Eminem. I used to say a long time ago, when Eminem was out, oh my God, that's my husband. I'm going to marry him. Eminem's my husband. I just always thought he was amazing. I still think he's an amazing person, and his music was art, and his life story, was great, and all the things that he's overcome, has been great, with how he grew up, and his mother, and his family, and him overcoming things, and and becoming a person, that people could look up to and admire, and him overcoming addictions and things like that, and then stepping up as a parent, to his children, and his brothers, his niece and stuff like that, and him taking time off. And even though, he made all this money and stuff like that, he still did good with it, and he still did good with his life, and taking the time off to spend the time, with his daughter, because he stated he didn't want to miss out on things like that. And, I look up to him, and, and I don't aspire, to be him. Of course, he's a male and things like that. But, I aspire to be my own person, and, to maybe have some of those attributes, of being a person that people want to aspire to be, which is the good aspects of that, somebody that people can come to and look at and be like, man, I can relate with that. And man, I want to turn my life around. Hey, I want to take my story and share it with others, and turn it into something good. That's what I aspire to be, is to be able to take my life and my story and turn it from, the trauma, the bad, the addictions, all the abuse, all of the things I've been through, and turn it into something great and wonderful in order to help others. And I believe he did that in more ways than one. And go Eminem, so tonight I'm cleaning out my closet. I love it. And I'm not saying Eminem would ever see any of my readings, but if he does, hi, how are you? And so that would be great and wonderful. And that is one person, that I would love to meet, one day, is him. Maybe one day I will get to. And I'm going to dream upon that. I'm going to pray upon that, yeah. I just feel like he has really good energy, and he's just good people. And that's what's being told for me to say, yeah, you're good people. And kudos to you for being that good person, and being a humble person, and not letting things like, go to your head, and you know what I mean. And I just heard the word selling out, not selling out to the robotic, that's what I'm just hearing, to the robotic conformity of society, being yourself, and doing what you felt was best for you to do. I don't know why that's being channeled for me to say that to him. So if he ever hears that, okay, yeah, kudos to you. Yay, go Eminem. Anyhow, that'd be cool if he actually heard that, wouldn't it? That would be like absolutely amazing if I got to do a reading or something and sit down with him and do something like that. That would be absolutely amazing. And I would love to do it. I would love to share with him and anybody else, out there that would love to allow me, in their life, to give them some insight on some things. I know I'm just, just this normal person, and but I feel that I have messages, that could be conveyed, and help people, you know, in a specific way. So nothing but good intentions here, and healing messages from the light. So that's all there is to it. All right, and then lastly, for life path number 7s, we have Unakite, live in the now. All of these go together. I mean, this is just absolutely amazing. Let it go, clear the clutter, you know, live in the now, leaving the past in the past. You know, all of these are going together, life path number 7s, because this is a time of coming into our own. It is, you know, divinity, you know, living in the now and letting everything go, and just knowing, looking at the silver lining and knowing that everything's going to be great and okay. Again, 2024, you know, is the year, the year of more. I don't know. Okay, Unakite, live in the now. Again, I don't know if I showed it, but live in the now. All right, live in the now. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I just got like an overwhelming sense of like excitement, and I'm seeing again with the clapping and the cheering and yay, oh my gosh, you did it. And I don't know what I did, but apparently maybe with what I just channeled and said, it is going to bring about like really good things. So yay go me, you know, yay go me. Unakite, live in the now. There's no time like the present. The past is done and the future hasn't happened yet. So ground yourself in the here and the now, again with the humbling, okay? With our busy lives and busy minds, this can be hard to do, but being mindful and in the moment allows you to make the most out of every aspect of your life. Allow yourself the opportunity to really connect with those around you and fully invest yourself in everything you do. Try to avoid distractions or letting your mind wander, especially about matters you have no control over, okay? Immerse yourself in each experience, put your heart and soul into every action, and bring a sense of gratitude to where you are in your life. Here and now is where you will find true contentment. And I know I read very fast, and so maybe I need to start putting maybe like captions up here, you know, the closed caption, so people can like see. But I noticed when I did that before, because I do speak so fastly, does that sound okay? Because I do speak so fast, that it wasn't actually saying what I was saying, you know, I was saying like different words. So I think it's better if I don't put the closed caption, because then people will be like, what, you know? And just like when I text a lot of times, you know, I do the talk text, and no wonder sometimes people think I am like an absolutely crazy, insane person, because I'm at fault for like not checking things before I send them. So yes, it sounds like I'm a maniac and like absolutely insane, because it's like saying all these things that I didn't even say, and people are like, what the heck are you talking about? And I'm like, what are you talking about? You know, and it ends up like, before it would like get me into like a verbal like whatever argument with somebody, because they're like, oh, how could you say that? I'm like, what are you talking about? And they're like, well, you said this. And I'm like, no, I didn't, you know? And then I'm looking back and I'm like, oh my God, dude, like that is not even what I said, you know? So, but anyhow, core questions for Unakite. Yeah, ADHD there. Where's your mind right now? Apparently someplace else, because I go off on tangents, but that's okay. We're back to the here and now. All right, wishing you could change the past. Again, with my paintings and my crystals and gemstones, it's okay. You know, we're moving forward, okay? Worrying about the future or being in the present. What are you most grateful for right now? I'm grateful right now for every single person that I'm meeting and that is coming into my life, and doors that are opening, and being able to do this, and just being able to be alive, okay? Being able to be alive and breathe and be humble and take in and be able to appreciate life as a whole, you know, and being able to appreciate all the life experiences that I've had and that I am having now and that I will endure in the future. All right, in our crystal action affirmation for Unakite, life path number 7s, okay? I live in the now. Write down 3 things that you're grateful for in this present moment. I just named off a whole bunch, okay? You know, I'm grateful to be able to live and be able to live, all right, to be able to have a life, you know what I mean? I am grateful for new people, places, and things and experiences, all right? That's several. All right, that's it on the Daily Crystal. These are for life path number 7s, and Let's see. Putting that up. Maybe Eminem will eventually hear that message. That would be great and wonderful. I wonder what his birthday is and what his life path number is. Maybe he's a 7. You know, who knows? Maybe that's why I had to say that. I don't know. You know. All right. So now, for those, oh yeah, that believe in star seeds and things like that. Okay, we have our star seed oracle here, and I need to go and get some. If anyone would like to send me, you know, some oracle cards, different ones, so I can, you know, start using different things, you know. I'm going to go out today and maybe look for, you know, one set, a different type of set of oracle cards, and, you know, just to do different things and incorporate different things. But these are for life path number 7s, people that believe in star seeds, okay? All right. All right. Again, with all paths lead home, okay? Inner authority, intuition, and turn your gaze within. You know, again, with using your intuition, and all paths lead home, you know. And where's our home? Oh, hello. Our home is in our heart, and all paths lead home. Oh, I turned right to the page. That's amazing. Okay, it's normal to look to the external world for answers and guidance. What's revolutionary is turning your gaze inward. You're being called to source your guidance from within, and that is God, okay? To study the terrain of your inner landscape, to develop a reliable relationship with your soul, okay? The more time you spend connecting with your soul, the deeper the connection will become. All right? The challenge for empaths is staying connected without cutting off from the world. The best way to do this is to develop a daily practice that helps you to keep checking in, okay? To draw on the wisdom within and let that be the authority in your life. If this card appears, you may be called to develop or switch up your spiritual practice, okay? To get into the habit of turning your gaze within. All right, internally. You know, it's not about, you know, oh, I go to church 80 times a week, or, you know, and I you know, you need to connect within yourself and learn to love yourself, okay, and find your source and find God. You know, you are the only one that can do that. Nobody else can do that for you. Only you need to find your inner source, your oneness, your peace, okay? Only you can do that. All right? Okay, getting centered for the day before consuming anything from the outside world, to start from a feeling of at-homeness, and throughout each day to find simple ways to keep coming home. Home isn't here. Home, that's why they say home is where the heart is, right? Inner love. Okay, self-love. This doesn't mean switching off from the realities of today's world. We need as many conscious people as possible living with their eyes wide open. So being conscious, you know, being conscious, but being awake, being conscious with your eyes wide open, meaning, okay, being awake and conscious and being able to see the subconscious, being able to see the things that people feel are illusions and people feel are not real, you know, being awakened, you know, having a spiritual awakening, being awakened, okay? Even though we're living in this so-called reality, you know, as human beings and here on earth, you know, a lot of our subconscious mind, or actually our conscious mind, is kind of shut off because we are conformed and molded, you know, as little kids to believe and think just a certain way. Like, and I've stated again, it is stated, you know, that we only use 10% of our brains. And that is half true. We use 10% of our brains consciously. The other 90% is used as our subconscious. Okay, we have to learn how to use our subconscious while we're awake. Okay? All right. Rather, it's a call to start your day from a place of connectedness, grace, and devotion. So when you go out into the world and when you let the world in, you do it from an unshakable state of being, a state where you draw your strength, authority, and guidance from a place deep within. How are you being called to turn your gaze within? All right, for some reason, I am getting an unusual pain down in It's down in here. Oh God. Almost where my ovaries would be. There's I have a lot of pains and cramping. Um, I'm not sure what's going on right now. Just all of a sudden, out of nowhere, I got this terrible, terrible pain, and I don't know. I'm not sure what's going on. I'm having, I'm being told that that starseed card was the only one I need to read for that, but I need to there's something going on. I don't know what's going on, but yeah, I'm trying to grab here. This is a garnet. This is a garnet. Sorry, yeah, I'm gonna hold these for a moment with my turquoise and with my clear quartz, because I'm having really bad stomach pains, and turquoise is considered, a healer, and one of the ultimate healers, and garnet, is red, and that will work in conjunction with your root chakra. And then of course the clear quartz, when that is placed with and put with any crystal or gemstone, it helps amplify the energy and the power of that source. And I'm just going to hold them in my hand, and I'm being told like someone is getting someone out there, I guess whatever messages I'm getting out, someone is going to be up in arms about them, and I'm sorry about that. My messages are here to help people, and like I said, I'm not everyone's cup of tea. I'm not for everyone, and for those of you that maybe this isn't for, that's okay, and just because you don't understand it or believe it doesn't make it untrue. And I'm going to end it with that. So yeah, I'm going to have to stop right now because my stomach is starting to not hurt as much. But I'm going to go ahead and get off here. So everyone have a wonderful day. Peace, love, and light to all. All right, bye.